Valentine Strasser's rise to power and fall from grace is a story that is both remarkable and tragic. From his humble beginnings to his ascent to presidency, Strasser showed great promise as a leader. However, his tenure was marked by civil war, human rights abuses, and a coup that brought an end to his rule. Today, Strasser remains a controversial figure in Sierra Leone's history, and his legacy continues to be debated. Valentine Melvin Strasser was born on April 26, 1967, in Freetown, the capital city of Sierra Leone. He came from a family of modest means and grew up in a working-class neighborhood. As a child, Strasser showed an interest in the military, and he completed his secondary education at Sierra Leone Grammar School in Freetown, immediately after which he joined the Sierra Leone Army at the age of 18. Upon joining the Republic of Sierra Leone military forces in 1985, Strasser was sent for military training as a cadet to Benguema Military Training Academy just outside Freetown. After his return from training, he was commissioned into the Sierra Leone Army and deployed to a military barracks in Daru in the eastern part of Sierra Leone. Strasser quickly climbed through the ranks of the army, participating in different military adventures, including the Liberian invasion of Sierra Leone, where he was deployed in the eastern Sierra Leone. During this time, the government of President Joseph Momo had already started facing resentment from the population, including from the young soldiers deployed in the war. The soldiers felt that the government hardly supplied them with enough boots and the necessary military equipment to help fortify them against the rebellious Revolutionary United Front led by Foday Sanko. And in 1992, after several appeals and threats to the government, the group of young soldiers, led by Captain Valentine Strasser, Lieutenant Solomon Musa, and Captain Saa Sandi, began a march from Kailuhun to the State House in Freetown, where they had gone to show their frustration with the government's inadequate support and demand for their outstanding salaries. However, on receiving news of the entry of the young soldiers in the capital city Freetown, President Momo was forced to flee the country to the neighboring Guinea-Conakry. Upon learning that the president had fled to exile, Valentine Strasser and his men seized the opportunity to capture power, with Strasser becoming the world's youngest president at just 25 years old. Strasser quickly implemented a number of reforms, including the abolition of one-party system and the establishment of a multi-party democracy. However, Strasser's time in power was marked by civil war. The Revolutionary United Front, a rebel group, began attacking government targets in 1991. The war continued throughout Strasser's tenure and became increasingly brutal. His party, the NPRC, was accused of human rights abuses and was criticized for its inability to end the war. In January 1996, after just 4 years in power, Strasser was overthrown in a coup led by his deputy, Brigadier General Julius Maada Bio, and other NPRC members who were not satisfied with how he was handling the war. Strasser immediately went into exile in Guinea and later moved to the United Kingdom, where the United Nations granted him a fellowship to study law at the University of Warwick in Coventry, England. He, however, dropped out of university just 18 months into his studies. After his application for asylum was rejected by England in the year 2000, Strasser returned to Sierra Leone, where he fell to abject poverty, only surviving on a small pension and the little money he was making from teaching young people computer skills at the ICT Institute. While living with his mother in Grafton, east of Freetown, Strasser could hardly afford what to eat and only survived on the donations of well-wishers. In 2019, Strasser fell gravely ill and he was flown to Ghana, where he received medical attention, including a partial amputation of his left leg due to peripheral artery disease. In 2021, he returned to Sierra Leone And on learning about his predicament, President Bio donated him an apartment from where Valentine Strasser continues to keep a low profile and largely stay out of the public eye.